Hello guys, welcome to the channel. It's your boy EO here. So I'm someone who inspires people to find their true home, whether that's Africa or anywhere else around the world. So I thought I knew what to expect in Kenya, but nothing prepared me for this. So before I landed in Kenya, I had a plan that involved my future and where I would see myself. That was Cape Verde or Cabo Verde. So in the beginning, Kenya was never a part of my plan. I never had a plan to make the trip to Kenya. It just happened. You know, sometimes things in life just happen that is beyond your control. And that's what happened to me when I had when I had that love for Kenya. You know, I love Kenya. It's my place. You know, I could go there 50 times a year if I wanted to. So I know that people have dreams of moving to Kenya or Africa. They're tired of the system in the West, in places like the UK, the US. They just want to get out, forget they were even there. And you have a particular country in mind that you see yourself in. But then you go to Kenya and you just experience the warmth of the people, and instantly your mind just switches off. And now you're saying, oh, I want to move to Kenya now. And this makes you question, where do you see yourself in the future? And for me, lucky enough, I realized that Kenya was for me just because of the experiences that I've had in Kenya, which made me it changed my whole outlook on the African continent. From the first interaction that I had with the officer in Kenya to the experience that I had with a local, that just made up my experience. Which brings me to what actually surprised me about Kenya. So the first thing was the beauty and the diversity of the country. If you want to party and get drunk all night, which is not me, you can find that in Nairobi. If you want to go to Mombasa and experience the beach life, you can find that there. If you want to explore nature, you can find that anywhere you go in Kenya. Whereas in the UK, especially London, it's more catered to people that fancy the nightlife scene. And even if you want to experience, nature, you have to go 2 hours away from London, and it's not really accessible for you. This experience surprised me because coming from the UK, especially London, somewhere where you won't really find that much nature, and knowing that you have access to nature, you have access to beaches, to nightlife, anything you want is in Nairobi. Just knowing that, it just made me want to socialize more. Kenya gave me a glimpse of what my life could look like in the next 5 to 10 years. However, yes, there's a positive side to Kenya, but also there's some things that shocked me on a whole new level, and it was something that I had to get used to. One of those things was the traffic and the chaos in Nairobi. For those of you that don't know, if you're caught in traffic in Nairobi, you could be stuck in the traffic for hours, and the car you're in could not be moving. You're always going to experience other drivers trying to get past you. And it's not one, it's not two. It's every single car that you would come across in Nairobi. It's not like the UK where you're going to have that one driver that is just crazy. No, every single driver in Nairobi is crazy. You know, every single driver in Nairobi pretty much don't have to follow the rules. And yeah, that was something that I had to get used to because, yes, I'm used to being in traffic, but the traffic in Nairobi is on a whole new level. But obviously, okay, cool. Let's say that you're stuck in traffic. You still need to be able to communicate. And one thing that surprised me the most was that most, if not all, Kenyans can communicate in different languages. And for example, in Kenya, even though their main language they speak is English, they can also speak Swahili, and they can speak other tribal languages. And this is all in one conversation. It's not like the UK where they can speak English very good, but their French is a bit. Even in the UK, you have people that, okay, cool, their native language is in German or is in Spanish, but their English is still not really that good. Obviously, not everyone is going to be like that in the UK. You know, you have people that are fluent in different languages, but especially in Kenya, people can talk in different languages and they can speak in that fluently. And it's just the ability to communicate in different languages at different times. They could speak to you in English if you're a foreigner, and then they see a local and they instantly start speaking in Swahili. So all of these experiences, it made me believe in the African continent, and it taught me that, okay, cool, you can't always judge a country if you haven't been there, or if it's your first time. You know, you need to go to the country to see for yourself, because on the news they portray Africa in a certain way that is not positive, and that affects your mood and your perception of, let's say, Kenya. Before I came to Kenya, I still had that negative, association with dating African women. But as soon as I got to Kenya and I saw the women, they were beautiful, respectful, and it made me realize that, okay, cool, what I've been seeing and what I've been hearing from, what African women are, my whole perception, it was wrong. I need to understand that. So yeah, if you want to follow my journey to eventually find my home in Africa, make sure to subscribe for more inspiration, and also make sure to like the video, comment down below. Did Kenya surprise you? If it did, make sure to comment, and yeah, peace.